Hello, my beautiful Capricorns. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be looking into what are you manifesting with your current energies. If you're enjoying these ones and if you haven't subscribed already, we're going up to 100,000 this year. Go ahead, hit subscribe, join this beautiful soul community. Let's dive in. I see 1, 2, 3 different tiers of joy coming. This is 3 different opportunities. I feel like they're going to be coming very lightly and unexpectedly here. Timeline wise, first one is very soon. The second one has some time, and the third one maybe within 9 weeks or 10 weeks, can be maybe a little further down the road. I see there's a letter B on the bottom. This can be in someone's first name or the last name. It kind of forms the number 8 as well. Number 8 is the symbol of financial security, long-term stability, also the cycle of life, richness, consistency. What you put out is what you get back. And it seems like this is in your heart. And it is way of maybe creating your desires. Maybe you have, because sometimes we do. I see cat hair everywhere, guys. I have 7 cats, so it keeps catching my eye. I'm sorry about that, even though I cleaned it up. Anyways, so the thing about the number 8 is it is about what you put out is what you get back. And I was actually listening to Dolores Cannon the other day. But look, I see there are 2 pathways. I'm going to be looking into your cup and mentioning that as well, because I feel like everything that I see and come across is actually a message in there that somebody needs to hear. So what happens there, what she says is like there are divine forces surrounding us, angels, spirits, and guides. We're always working with them. But because of the law of free will, they cannot intervene with our free will. Without us asking, they cannot intervene with the other energies we're putting out there. But she actually is in a conference. She's saying, like, I actually worked with these energies. I told them to fill this space with people, and they will get, like, I'm gonna give something in return, which is the information that she is giving to the people, and they will enjoy it. So this is my desire, and this is what I'm giving in return, the information that I gathered. And like they showed the saloon that she's actually like giving the lecture, it is filled with people. So it's about like giving and receiving, and it seems like here you're going to create that balance perfectly for yourself. There are 3 pathways opening here. I seen one. This kind of looks like a dog wearing a hat. The hat looks like a claw of a crab. Crab can be someone who's resilient, okay, and cancers usually are led by emotions so much. So, but the thing is here, the dog indicates that this can be a cancer in your life, cancer as a horoscope. Which has loyalty to you, even though this person might have some emotional reactions to those things that maybe they're ready to attack, but they are coming maybe through a pathway or an opportunity, and they're going to be covering your back, first of all. Second of all, maybe they're going to be even like opening up the pathway that are close to you at this moment. I see a letter T here. T can mean the first name or the last name of this person, and I see the eyes of a person actually appearing, which has an eagle right next to this person. Timothy, Tamara, this came in the first name or the last name. I'm trying to just pull names, but it just didn't come to me yet. So the eagle next to this person can be indicative of like this Cancer crab leading you with their loyalty to this person. And that person has an eagle, which is the freedom that you're looking for, okay? Sometimes freedom shows up as financial security for us. Sometimes it can be space, the freedom of the space that you want to have. For example, maybe you're living in a space that doesn't really have all your requirements, maybe like a physical space, basically, or maybe like you're trying to get some information, some education. Maybe you don't have the freedom to get it yet, okay? So this person can be the referral for you to get into that school, get that degree, get that scholarship, okay? So that's going to be some sort of like a pathway of freedom opening for you here. The second pathway, I see there's a funnel. So, and then there's actually like another claw here. This is a crab claw as well. I don't know if you guys are dealing with a Cancer, but also Cancer has the like connection with the moon, emotions, instincts, habits. And I posted like the weekly reading, which I focus on the waning gibbous moon because this is what we have right now, which is actually symbolizing of letting go, releasing, surrendering those things. So this can also be here showing up with the moon's energy. Cancer has the moon's energy, so you can maybe after, if you have put the necessary work, you have done the necessary work, now it's time to release and surrender. Let the creator to take the charge and deliver the things to you, the creator of all that is, the angels, spirits, guides that are helping you. And I see there's a funnel actually forming here. This funnel can be your readiness, your openness to receive. Okay, so there was a seminar I watched, like a glimpse of it back in the day, and this guy was actually showing how to make, like, why money doesn't come into certain people. He says, like, some of us has this little jar, a little cup to fill in when it comes to money, and the more comes in, we get into anxiety position, and some of them has like a massive jar and that they can fill in. So it's maybe your capacity to receive more than the capacity to earn. Okay, I feel like here there's an expansion happening in your energy field now. You're getting ready to receive more, accept more, feel comfortable with having more love, more appreciation, more money, more like the funnel is expanding, as you can see here. But that's your mental work. Okay, that's the part that you need to do the work, that expanding and getting ready for receiving more here. The universe is delivering it already. I see a massive number 1 here. Number 1 symbolizes inside your cup a beautiful new beginning. You're stepping into a new timeline, a new era. There's a legal paper here. Number 3 is on there. Number 3 usually indicates happiness, high energy, creativity, and also this can be a position that you're going to be able to express yourself freely. And that with that legal paper, this can be a contract, this can be an offer, can be like some sort of like a legal or contractual, I'm gonna say, because it doesn't have to be verbal, or like maybe it's an oral contract. It's not like a written contract here. But the thing is, this is going to bring some sort of like a financial security, because I see that the elephant's face here, the elephant is a baby, so it's going to be growing. Also, number 1 indicates that when you dive into this thing, I see your hair is flowing in the wind. This is going to give you a lot of creative space when you step into this energy. And the number 1 indicates maybe this is going to carry you in a number 1 position. This can be maybe if you're working in a company, number 1 position in a company, or if you are dealing with a creative thing which has some sort of ranking, for example, New York Times bestseller. I mean, I don't know if there's like a number 1 thing on that one. Like if they just gauge people to how many they sell, but, or is it like a paid thing? I'm not sure of that, but can be something which has a fair judgment that will actually give you the number 1. I see there is actually hippopotamus kind of energy here, which is a strong character showing up. Kind of looks like this cow to me as well. Now I'm looking at it. This cow can be a Taurus coming into your life. Tauruses tend to be resourceful. Feminine Tauruses are very loving and supportive. Masculine Tauruses tend to be that way as well, but they are a little slower to work. So I feel there's a masculine Taurus coming here, but they have a gem. They're ready to give it to you. So this can be like a job offer at the end of the day coming for you, or maybe like something that will satisfy you. There's another legal paper here. This legal paper kind of reminds me of the continent of Africa, or maybe South America. Yeah, Africa is a little bigger, I think. South America is like longer. So it can be something calling you there. It can be an inspiration from there, or maybe if you're looking for an area of study, they have many things to study there. And there's another sideways 8, which is a symbol of eternity, something that will come and stay in your life. I see like little mushrooms here. Mushrooms symbolize actually fast growing wealth. And when you step into this idea of this research, this maybe this is a cultural thing for you, or like that you're exploring. which will expand, grow really fast. I see there's a seahorse right there. Seahorse, the male ones give birth. This can be symbolizing a masculine figure who's loving, supportive, maybe a king of cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, which we had the Cancer twice here. So can be this person from outside coming into your space, maybe even creating some waves in there in a positive way, and maybe like drawing some boundaries between some crocodiles here showing up. You can see the crocodiles showing up, like they're building a wall around it here. And I even see at the end there's a cup. That cup is in your emotionally fulfilling new beginning. So there might be some emotional things happening, maybe romantic things happening after a while. This third desire is, I feel like, aligning with that cup showing up here. But initially the manifestations are going to be mostly material and like the community, like building a community support around you. Okay, let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, an intention, hold it in your mind and let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. I see, okay, this is a slow process. There's the good news coming in your heart space. There are two different desires. They're both money related. Your energy field is intact, a little bit tighter. Maybe like you need to subtract your energy a little bit, like maybe shrink down because of the things happening. This can be like on the budget. Maybe you need to shrink your budget. But the thing is, whatever the first desire has some time, the second desire related to money is actually a process, and it is a moving process. Once you start, there's no going back. I see a person here again. This can be someone helping you grow it, and I kind of see like a silo here, like grain silos, for example, are used to actually store grain, store goodies. So this can be something that will really help you store at the end of the day, not only earn but also store what you're creating, what you are building here. I see a massive letter L. L can be in the first name or the last name. L-E, Loretta, Lorraine, Larry, maybe in the first name or the last name. Someone, Ellie is a name. Ellison. I'm trying to think male names with that. Aaron. Well, no, no Aaron. L. Ishmael. Today I was listening to one of the ebooks of Neville Goddard, and he mentions the story of Ishmael. Okay, so I see there's a face smiling from behind a wall. This is like a cute little person, maybe even owl. Okay, this can be someone looking cute, but not really that cute, because it's not in the sense of they don't have good intentions. They have positive intentions towards you. But the thing about this owl is they're highly intuitive and knowledgeable. They know things before anybody knows. Okay. So it can be a high priestess, a Pisces energy here, or a male version of that, maybe a hermit, a Virgo. Someone who can see behind the walls, basically. They are behind the wall at this moment, but like I said, when you get the cup energy, something start to like clarify in your life. You might meet with people that are high energy and high knowledge. Your desire coming full circle, by the way. It's connecting with your silo, with your protection bubble in your heart. So this person can be someone after the fact, after you achieve the success, showing up and showing you maybe how to maintain that, okay? How to connect with your intuition more. Your first desire is going to be coming after you achieve the second one. I see a massive mushroom again, kind of looks like a letter T. And I saw something little here. There's a butterfly indicative of transformation. And I saw a little shape here. There's a little cow. Again, resources are showing up. And this owl has another person showing up with them. So this is like a community forming for you. You see, the first desire you have is going to come forward so unexpectedly that will give you some tears of joy even. And yeah. Number 3 is creative effort. The creativity will be flourishing in your life as well, rewarded. And 2 of your desires actually creating a gateway here for you. I see someone's face. I don't know if you are like recognizing there's a person right here, a nose and the eyes and the hair. This can be someone light complexion white hair, maybe they're part of the gateway, which is your upgraded lifestyle, upgraded living style. When both of these desires manifest, they're going to be there for you. Okay. They're going to be maybe waiting on the door for you. Okay. I feel like this is maybe someone that maybe you don't have a communication yet, or someone that you're going to meet along the way. Okay, let's see. We're going to start out with the oracle. We're going to be looking into what's happening with these energies, whatever you're manifesting at this moment. Focus on that one. So how will that affected. Let's see the past energy. Fertility, we saw a cow here, feminine cow and the masculine cow. They are representative of fertility. Fertility invites us to be more open, more courageous, more creative, and more joyful than we were before. This is your past energy. Maybe you actually had this one and you're thinking, oh, being open didn't really serve me. But the thing is, you're going to start to see results. It is going to reflect into your future now. It activates the potential for something beautiful to grow from our consciousness into a new and grander expression of ourselves. So the fertility is not really creating something apart from you. It is something creating from you, okay, grander expression of you. So it is growing. Whatever the seeds that you're planting this moment is going to be growing and becoming something massive. And I feel like with the consciousness energy, this is your current situation. You're going to understand why certain things happening in a certain way. So the past seeds that you're planting are going to start to flourish, and you're going to understand why, like maybe somebody betrayed you in the past. You really had expectations from certain things that didn't show up. And I feel like with the consciousness, you're going to come to understand why it didn't happen, because there's something much better waiting for you in the future. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus on our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. So this is basically saying exactly, I feel like the same thing that I said. There are other realities that we're not really aware of. There's sometimes that certain things that we really want to have, we turn around and look at them now, 10 years later, we say, oh my God, thank God that didn't happen. Okay, so I feel like here, maybe there's something that you were passionate about, planting the seeds, and you're collecting something different in the future. And I feel like this is going to be the alchemy, the magic, the beautiful new life that you're creating for yourself, filled with freedom, love, appreciation. And maybe if what you wanted had happened in the past, you wouldn't experience this massive high energy today. The frequency of alchemy activates our magical ability and remembrance of the magic that we all hold inside. Each one of us has the potential to access the ancient knowledge that allowed the true alchemists to perform the miracles of transmutation. This is the energy, okay, of the magician card, I feel like here, alchemy. And it doesn't have to be, I know it's a Virgo and Gemini energy, but it is also connected to the Mercury. Mercury is the communication, the planet of communication, intellect, reason. So even though alchemy sounds like magic, sounds like something woo-woo, something outside of this world, something outside of our control, this actually, when you connect with the magician, with communication and intellect, that actually says otherwise. So you create by your thought. Everything is created in the mind first. So alchemy happens when you focus your consciousness on the things that you want. And with that consciousness, you're going to start to see the resources to make this happen. Okay. So we think it is magically happening to some people. Their life are actually transforming magically. But the truth is their focus is mostly on the things that they want to have rather than the things they don't want to have. Okay. Sometimes I get wrapped up in like dramas, and not in the dramas in my life, but in like celebrity stuff. I watch them. It just feeds me sometimes, but sometimes it just fuels me and makes me angry. And I come to understand now, I'm thinking that's because our coding is that way. That's what they want. They want us to think negative things. That's why that we see it all over the place. And so it is this is for me as well. I feel like here it is time for us to shift our gaze to what we want rather than what we don't want to see in the world. Exactly. Your angel Jophiel coming with liberation. We have here, I feel like this is string crystal. I have the string crystal, but the raw versions of them. This is actually the crystal of money. Like this has like gold and white hues, but this is a polished one. Let's go with that energy. String is the crystal of wealth, abundance, money, appreciation, and prosperity, overflow of things. And it seems like this is what's happening. The second eagle here coming forward, basically telling you this is what's your next manifestation is. That will bring you a lot of liberation and freedom from the space that you're in. And again, this will also increase with the Jophiel again showing up here. The joy in your life, joy, appreciation, success. And I feel like you're going to feel the energy of like having fun with your creations, okay? The better things come forward, the better you will feel. Let's see. How will the good fortune find you? Let us see, let us see. We have the unicorn. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are available to you if you just believe, okay? Believe is a thought that you keep thinking, repeating. An affirmation is a belief. The thing is, there are sometimes if you're affirming something thousands of times a day and it's not happening, the thing about that is there's probably a benefit that you're getting out of that belief, okay? That's probably protecting you from something that doesn't really protect you from anymore. Maybe it just protected you in the past. So it's maybe, for example, financially, like you're in a certain level because your family was on a certain level. Maybe on the background, there's a belief that if I become richer, then my family won't accept me. And what happens is that belief is actually protecting you, okay? Protecting you to be accepted by your family. But the truth is, if you ask your family what happens if you get rich, they'll probably appreciate that. So this is an example. It doesn't have to apply to everyone's situation. But the unicorn is basically telling you, you are so close to your manifestations. All you need to do is just reach out and touch faith, which is the belief. Touch the belief of having what you want and enjoying it, okay? Let's see. What is supporting you right now? Three of Cups. Okay, guys, coming together with loved ones and celebrating things. Okay, celebration will be supporting your creations. And celebration is maybe comes with appreciation energy as well, gratitude, coming together with people that are actually enjoying your success and supporting that success will be like improving your manifestation journey here. What's challenging you is finding resources. Queen of Pentacles, this is your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And so you might be actually having hard time to find resources, or I don't feel like this is the hard time to find. It is about the challenge that you're taking on, okay? How can I manifest the resources to make things happen? Resources can even be books, audiobooks that you're listening, okay? So sometimes it becomes easier when you think in a broad perspective. Maybe what the information that you're looking for is in an audiobook that is uploaded on the YouTube that you can actually listen to. So that's a challenge, though. You need to be in full search of the resources at this moment. And what you should release is Ace of Wands, okay? If you are Capricorn, you're not really the one that actually searches for new adventure all day, every day. So the releasing here may be being where you are, okay? Staying where you are and not growing, because Ace of Wands is all about adventure, stepping into new, unknown, and beginning, willpower, creating a new magic, and maybe a new proposal comes forward and you accepting it. So this suggests that there's exactly the time to dare to light a fire of will. So go forward. And this can be, I feel like we're going to get the clarifiers. You like stability, so this can be your releasing that if you keep restarting everything, something new every day, maybe that's the idea that needs to be released. Another thing, if you're resisting the new beginning, this new passion, releasing that. Okay, it's okay to start something new, or maybe even feed an idea first before you jump into it. We have eventually final next step is Nine of Pentacles, and final result is beautiful. You're going to be enjoying your creations if you can release that idea of actually like starting anew. Maybe if you feel fear about that, you can step into the unknown. That unknown is going to be extremely known to you. It is going to be wealth, abundance, success, and enjoying the fruits of your hard labor. Three of Cups come with the Seeker of Feathers. This is actually King of Swords energy. This can be someone who has knowledge, a stoic person who's going to come into the space of celebration, family support, and they will be supporting you. This can be someone who knows about the laws, regulations, systems. They will show you how to do it best. They might show you that, or maybe they are already doing it and they tell you to follow along. Let's go together. And that's the positive energy here. The resources will come forward. When you give out, you will receive. And I always mention that because sometimes it becomes really harder if you don't have anything materialistically to give out. What you don't have is really hard. But the thing is, like I mentioned in the beginning, Dolores Cannon, she doesn't give out money. She gives out the information that she has collected all those years. And most of the time, that's what the people are doing. Online, especially like Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's not giving out he's not handing out cash to people to help them. He's giving out information, and he's showing them how to meditate properly so they can manifest their desires. Like, this is what it is. This is what you put out is what you get back. And your resource is your energy, what you have as a skill, maybe your smile, maybe your like some good words and compliments that you have, and those are going to become your resources here. But the thing is, this is the challenge. Maybe if you don't like to deal with people, that can be a situation too, because we are living in a timeline that there are so many amazing human beings, and there are some people that are not really enlightened as well. So maybe you don't want to deal with that part, but I feel like that's part of the being a creation here. Okay, taking the good and the bad together and knowing that we have the heart and expansion. What are you releasing? We have the Nine of Branches here. Okay, basically, yeah. Nine of Branches is Nine of Wands energy, defending your territory. That's what you're releasing. Maybe you like to keep things in a way that you're not allowing new things to come in, because in the past experiences, those new things, they don't really benefit you much. So Ace of Wands energy is telling you just open yourself just a bit, one step at a time, and step into new opportunities, new adventures. Release those past experiences one step at a time, so you can actually collect the fruits. You can see the other resources and incorporate them into your work. Okay. Finally, we have the Bearer of Justice. Justice will be served. The karma is going to play a great role here. What you put out is what you get back. And your positive energy will come back to you multiplied. And Nine of Pentacles energy, I feel like it is going to be coming back in a way that is actually extremely satisfying for you at the end of the day. Okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.